Under fire for sending racially charged death threats to a state lawmaker is putting the case behind him now. The criminal case against Frank Sain has been dropped. 9 Wants to Know reporter Jeremy Hohola saw it all unfold in court this morning, and he explains why the case was dismissed.
The 5-month-long criminal saga of Frank Sain ended with a really fast court hearing today. He walked in with a pending felony charge and then 10 minutes later walked out with his harassment case dismissed. A big break.
The results speak for themselves, and we're satisfied with those results.
Even his attorney has admitted what Sain wrote was really bad and offensive, but protected by the First Amendment, he argued. During the whole heated gun debate earlier this year, lawmaker Rhonda Fields received nasty, racist letters calling her all sorts of names and calling for her death. Sain was arrested and his computer seized for making those threats.
It still was a solid case in terms of provability.
But prosecutors say the dismissal wasn't because of a lack of evidence. Fields wanted the charges dropped.
In a case like this, where she says she doesn't want to prosecute anymore, that's pretty much the end.
Fields told prosecutors to forget about the criminal charges this week, saying a permanent restraining order she got against Sain is good enough to make her feel safe. On Twitter, she says it's time to move on. And in that permanent restraining order, Sain has been ordered to never contact Rhonda Fields ever again. If he does, it could mean jail time. Again, he is no longer facing a felony charge here. He is a free man. And Mark, you know, I asked him twice today, what's next for you, Mr. Sain, in the courtroom? Is there in the courtroom hallway as he was walking down? And, you know, this guy who was accused of saying so much in those letters had not one word to say today.
Very much a surprise. I must say, you and I and many others in our newsroom and many others in the press, I would wager many in that court thought that this was going to be a very long, high-profile case. A
high-profile case, and if it went to trial, it would have been probably a very high-profile trial.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Sure.